if you go across college football, pick out not just the elite programs. If you go to any decent program, you're going to look at the running back statistics and see typically the top back is going to have a 5.5 to 6.5 yards per carry average. Tank Bigsby is not an average running back. He was at 4.9 yards per carry. I think that's less to do with Tank, more to do with the offensive line that we'll address here in a second. But just set us up with a running back room with Tank back after 1,100 yards and 10 touchdowns last season.
The questions for offense don't come on running back side of things. So, like as you said, there's other things that are bigger question marks that we'll talk about, more points of intrigue. Tank Bigsby is arguably going to be the favorite running back in all the SEC and has the potential to be one of the best running backs in all of the nation. The dude just knows how to play football. He knows how to break tackles when other people would go down. There was a little bit of a time this mid-season where it seemed like maybe he had lost a little bit of a pop. I always described it as it seemed in his freshman year he knew how to absorb the contact and redirect it within himself to a different angle or a different motion away from a crowd. And it seemed like this year there was less of that. Was that a function of poor offensive line blocking? Probably so. But I also started to question what happened this year. Where had people caught on to what Tank had done? But that doesn't take away from the talent that is. And I am so glad that he decided to stay at Auburn, because there was very serious rumors, and I think even an official confirmation that he had entered the portal for like half a second and then was convinced to come back and for another year with the Tigers. Even outside of him, Jarquez Hunter, who just burst onto the scene in the first part of the season, has breakaway speed, is a guy that has really embraced the Auburn culture. You see him at basketball games all around campus. He's a guy that seems to kind of understand that I'm the next man up and is ready to seize that moment. And then you look even beyond that, you've got Damari Alston, who came in this year in the recruiting cycle. We're not without talent at Auburn. We're known as running back U by a lot of people. There's always debates. We can have healthy debates between which school is actually running back U's and what time frame. But I feel very good with where we're at. The problem is for running backs is they got to get support from all other aspects of the offense. And that's the bigger conversation.
We had a live stream the other night, Kyle, in which we were arguing just that. I was laying out the various positional units, DBU, running back U, quarterback U, on down the line, and getting healthy debate from everyone involved. So if we take up the running back U conversation, maybe we'll invite you on back to take on the Auburn portion of that. Of course, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown come to mind, and a guy named Bo. Lionel James, unfortunately, just passed away here recently. Just phenomenal run of legendary backs there.